What's good YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to show you how to take your one-shot samples and create an infinite loop out of that one-shot sample. Sometimes you get leads, bass, pads, impacts, and you need that sample to last longer when you're actually playing the sample. So I'm going to show you how to create a loop on it so it can be as long as you need it to be. So let's get to it. So right here, I'm going to go over to my browser over here. I'm going to bring up the latest kit I just dropped, the Metro Boomin We Don't Trust You Deconstructed kit. And we're going to pull up a bass sound and show you how to create an infinite length bass sound out of a one-shot sample. So let's go ahead and open up our organized by sound folder. And I'm going to bring in a bass that has movement to it. All right, let's take this one right here. There's some movement to it. So once you found your sample, you want to drag that into a quick sampler. Take that sample and drag it into this gray area right here. You can either drag it into a quick sampler optimized or a sampler zone per note track. In my experience, and this may just be me, sometimes the sampler finds a better loop section, but 9 times out of 10 it's the same loop that it pulls up. So I'm just going to pull up into a quick sampler optimized. Whether you choose sampler or quick sampler, Logic will find the root key so that you are good to go. So here we are right here. This is the sample. But let's say I want to really play that sample out and I need it to be longer than the actual sample is. Right, so what we're going to do is right click on this waveform here and go to auto loop. What that does, Logic will analyze the sample and give its best determined loop section. Now, the reason why I chose this sound is because there's a lot of movement to it, and you'll see that it's not going to be a perfect loop because if you have a lot of movement in your sound, it's hard for Logic to find a perfect loop. 8 times out of 10, if there's really not much movement, Logic will find it perfectly. You don't have to do anything, but in this one, we may have to do something. I'm just going to hold down my note to test that loop, and you can hear it. You know where it's looping, and that's not a good thing. So to fix that, you can do one of two things. Sometimes the first option works. What I would do is right click in here and do auto loop within loop area. It'll find another loop section. Let's see how that sounds. So that doesn't work either. So what that means is we have to put in a crossfade to make our sample loop properly. So I'm going to go back to the first one here. I'm going to add a little bit of a crossfade here. And just like that, we got a perfect loop going. So that's how easy it is to create an infinite loop for your one-shot samples to make them as long as you need them to be. If you do have any questions on this, we can go and chat in the comments below. If you do have any suggestions for future videos, let's go and chat down below as well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.